Hello, screenwriters and all the ships at sea. This is Writing for Screens, the screenwriting step-by-step project number 62. 62 hours. Well, some of them are only half hours. My name is Glenn Gers. I am the owner and operator of Writing for Screens, a YouTube channel, a website, and so much more. Here to take you step by step through my process of writing a TV pilot for the sole objective of demystifying the process of writing a script for you. Do with that what you will. It is not the only way to write a script. It is not the best way to write a script. It is just a way to do it so that you can see that it can be done. I'm walking you through my process of writing a pilot script for a TV drama project, starting with a rough idea and working it through the outline and now into the rough draft and eventually to a finished draft script. Hello, 99 Precinct. Good to see you. Welcome. We are in the midst of writing the rough draft. Hello, Ellen. And every day I'm just churning through a bunch of outline notes, turning them into a rough version of the scene, really just the raw components. When that is done, I will read through the whole thing and say, okay, now I actually have to turn this into a script, because right now it's just a pile of spare parts in roughly the right order. But do not discount how hard it is to just get a pile of parts in roughly the right order. That's a lot of writing. Pile of parts in an order that makes sense, that follows. This is no small potatoes. Hello, Butte. Hello, this is Kitschy. So that said, let us look at our pile of stuff. We left off in the middle of a scene last time because it was a long scene with a lot going on. And hello, Foam Heart. What we already got this. We got Xena reporting. What I am doing now, for those of you who are new to my process, I am going through the outline and the things that have been written into the script, even in the roughest, crudest form, I am taking out of the outline, so that the outline is a things to do list. It is what I have yet to make into script. The goal is to have almost nothing in the outline and everything in the script document. It may be a mess, but at least it's there. At least I can say, how does this part fit? Why is this not working? This seems to need another beat, etc., etc. So, she has explained this, so I am just deleting. And this brings us to where we are. So we will now go to the script. I am opening the script, and let's see. So, this is, yesterday we talked about Xena explaining the situation. And let's see. So now what I need to do is let me just check the outline. What did I say I need to do here? Okay, so she's strategizing what to do. What I'm doing now is taking out the recap she was doing and making it into actual strategizing. In other words, it is a drag to watch someone tell someone else something that we have already seen. Now, we do have a problem that a lot of the people in this scene don't know what's going on, so I will eventually have to sort of work out how much repeating I need and how I can make that repeating of the information into some character action in the scene. But right now, I'm just going to try and get to her strategizing. I don't know what to do. I don't know, maybe I should just tell her about the files. Oh, hello, MallyMFC. So I don't know. The thing I want to do is get away from catching us up. So she's saying, I don't know. Maybe. Just ask her to give them to the cops. No. 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 Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind? Ours. We did this work with George. This is ours. We did this work with George. Somebody let this guy get away 30 years ago. Why? Maybe they're just covering their tracks. Maybe they'll just want to cover up their mistakes, or maybe there's more to it. Now, the point here is that Arvin is a conspiracy nut. He believes there is always a sinister plan beneath the surface. And so I'm just trying to get that in here. In other words, each person is speaking from their point of view. Nurse Shrimpton is being quite sensible. She's saying, I thought the point here was to catch the killer, to give the police the evidence. And Arvin is like, you can't trust the police. Look, they let him get away. All right, so that's what's going on here. Now, here's the problem. This can just rattle. I mean, people can argue and debate forever. And, you know, partly that's really cool to watch. I am not going to worry too much about this at this point in the draft. I am just trying to get the big pile of material. Also, you know, Arvin hasn't talked that much. Yeah, I don't think Xena would say this. I can't remember if his name is first name or last name is Arvin. Sometimes I will choose which name to put as the dialogue name based on the first letter. The reason I do this is because, as you may have noticed, Final Draft, when you do dialogue, it auto-suggests names. It will, if there has been a run of dialogue, Shrimpton, Arvin, Shrimpton, they're going to assume Arvin is next, so they offer you Arvin. But when you type the first letter, Arvin. It suggests Arvin or Shrimpton or George, etc. So ideally, what you want to do in this list is have everybody have a different first letter. This is so arcane and useless, but it is a thing you do when you're doing this a lot. Anyway, so Dundosky is going to now break into the argument. I didn't say she would. I didn't say she would give it. I said I would get it. I didn't say she would. I didn't say she'd give it. I didn't say she'd give it. I said I would get it. Conjuring up their own mental image of Dundosky getting stuff from getting anything from anyone. The phone with the Zoom meeting on his phone. Dashboard. Wait a second. Nobody is getting anything. Sorry. Guys, I've been really quiet as I've been writing this. Hopefully you're getting what I'm doing. But I will now explain it. So there was this argument about how what to do with the evidence. Shrimpton pointing out, hey, just tell the cops about it. They'll get it. They'll get the bad guy. Mission accomplished. Arvin is going off into his old, you can't trust the man. And then Dundosky stops them all with, I'll get it. And that's like scary because this guy is a biker meth dealer. And so now they're all reacting to it. And I am actually breaking out to show each location as a way of giving us mental time in the script to go, there's something big happening here. The silence, the length of the silence is converted into script time by doing this cut. It's a mental translation of the experience I want to be filmed without telling them how to film it. Okay, just wanted to say thank you. That is so glad that you guys like it. That's nice. Welcome, by the way. Anyway, wait, nobody is getting anything from this woman. She's an innocent bystander. She's not a bystander, though. That's what the reason I stopped writing this sentence is like, she isn't an innocent bystander. She's a collateral damage. She doesn't deserve that. I don't know. Maybe we can. Maybe we can. Maybe we should. Maybe we should. Yeah, just maybe we should. Maybe we should. This is important. I don't know. Well, wait. Well, wait. I don't know. Wait a second. Oh, wait. I don't know. Let's think about it. Carl. Carl. How do you want to get it? Carl. How do you want to get it? Tentatively. I don't know. Let's think about this. Let's think about this for a second. I think he said, wait a second, didn't he? Wait a second. Think about this for a second. Ah, I erased things. Okay, there we go. What I'm doing is there's a series of movements to this scene. In other words, when Carl steps in with, I can do this, everyone is reacting in their own way. And Xena is like, well, you know, I know it's a little unorthodox, but I want this thing. It's not. I don't know. Let's think about that. Let's not get trapped in old perceptions. Let's not get trapped in old perceptions. Maybe we should. I hadn't typed Carl yet. See, now we have a problem. There is now in autotype a C. Boy, is this like way too mechanical about Final Draft. You don't need Final Draft. It's just a thing when you're using it. You have to deal with this autotype thing. You can turn it off. Okay, Carl, how do you want to get it? So what is Carl going to say? Because Carl is sort of a gentle giant. He's scary. He's actually committed to justice, but he could be dangerous because his belief in the importance of the mission can run right over Madeline. I can make her give it to me. I could convince her. I'm not comfortable with that. I don't know, convince her. I don't know, convince her. I don't know, convince her. I'm not comfortable with that. Uh-oh, hey, guys, my camera went out. Sorry, hold on. Hang on. I've been having camera troubles. Nobody knows why. Is it back? Hold on. I'm here. Don't panic. There we go. Sorry about that. I will look into why that happens. I'm not comfortable with that. Oh, see, there's the C. Okay. I'm not going to. Okay. No worries. Break in. I'll break in. No worries, I'll break in. When she's not there. When she's... So it's like Zena's talking to a dangerous... Zena's talking to a potential King Kong situation here. No worries, I'll break in. When she's not there. Duh. No. Please don't say it that way. Please don't say it. Please don't say it like that. Like that. Yeah, I think we can get it even scarier. Okay, you see that C? I got to take that out at some point. Okay, Carl. Norman's car. Do not text him. Do not text him. Norman's car. Continuous. Norman's audio cuts out. Zena has muted him. All right. So basically, what's happening here is Xena is excited by this prospect of yes. Norman could, except he's driving. But I'll get to that. The point here is that Xena is intrigued and pleased by this development, even though everyone else is like, this is a terrible idea. Now, something that I have not done is I have not really made it clear why Xena is doing this. And so I need to go back. Okay, and here. Guys, people. She doesn't say guys. People. In a lifetime moment. How look at all the groups and on Dr. Sleuth. Trying to solve crimes. How many of them ever actually get to do? Anything. 0. Only one. And we need to honor his mission. We need to pick up the flag and carry it to the finish line. she's kind of confused here, but she's trying to inspire them. Okay, I see what I've done here. I'm going to move this because this is... I need to have some place where Xena talks about why the fact that her plan is to take over George's podcast. She hasn't actually said that. This is a once-in-a-lifetime moment. Okay, so this is a mess of a speech, but the point is, we need to take over George's podcast. I want to finish this. I want his memory to he wanted to. Let's take out the memory. I want to take down the chemistry set killer the way he wanted to. The power of online crime-solving amateurs. I am just making up nonsense here to fill in. Eventually, I will have to go back. Power of online crime-solving. The power of everyone getting together. I am just, in case you guys are wondering, I am just trying to get a flow here, trying to throw down as many ideas as I can. I can later come back and shape this into a speech which is frankly better. Power of nobodies. 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 Power of nobodies. Power of everyone. Or I bet she would want us to do that. Yeah, okay, good. Now I've got this big long speech and then this, and then the scene turns because she's like she's all speechy and inspiring, and then people start to argue, and then Dondowski is going to take action, and she is totally on it, even though everyone else isn't. Okay, I'm out. We can't be telling. We can't be part of this. I really appreciate you all. I'm coming from a place of love. I love when people are just so full of shit. I really appreciate it. So much. Nah, I don't want to do that. My theater company is workshopping an adaptation of Treasure Island I wrote. I had a lot of filler speech. Oop. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm moving the wrong thing. Yes, yeah. Very often you've got to, you can work things out so that you put a rough idea of what you want to, the main thing you want to accomplish, and then you can later tweak the language. You can later get it translated if you need to into Cornish, perhaps. There's a lot of things you could do once you know what it is you want to accomplish, once you have the thing you want to say. And that is really what the first draft is about. For me, this is just how I'm doing it. Other people I know, And at other times I have really much more detailed outlines so that there's less groping in the dark here, but still you're trying to find the exact words. That's always something of a mystery. Um, Now, here's the thing. How does Norman have a way to get to her? I need Norman to talk to her, but in theory, he doesn't have her number. He only has her Zoom. Yeah, that's it. He'll invite her to him. Inviting Xena to a private meeting. Okay. Xena's house. Xena. Now, one of the things I have to think about, which I'm not going to worry about right now, but I have to think about the mechanics of whether or not she would answer him, etc., etc. What I'm just trying to get to here is that Norman takes the step of confronting her, which is going to be the next scene, to say, hey, you really, really can't do this. Okay. All right, so we are here. So that means, okay. All right, I am just cleaning up the outline because we are moving our so far so good, our placeholder, our bookmark. So much, it's so interesting. And this really does, this is where I think I'm going to leave us for now. Okay, this is the interesting thing. And it's a really important part of the writing process. Your imagination when you are planning a script is so huge, and you've got so much detail and so many characters and so many moments. And then when it comes down to writing the script, you don't have room. You just don't. And things find their own way, their own proportion, and you begin to figure stuff out. So therefore, a lot of the work I put in on Nurse Shrimpton, etc., this is sort of backstory for me only. It's prep work so that I know what the character wants to say and wants to do. And hopefully, as the drafts go on, I will be able to add in little flourishes which give these characters their distinctive life. But right now, all I'm trying to do is get the big beats to work. And that means that, like Nurse Shrimpton, who I can see in my mind, I know what her philosophy is, which is, I didn't want to get into real life stuff here. This is supposed to be fun. She hasn't gotten to say that. I can only leave that for now, and I'm leaving it here in the outline so I don't forget it. But I am not worried that I didn't get it in. And this is one of the things that happened when a lot of you guys were, what about this? What about this? It's very important and it's very difficult. It's a learned skill to be able to focus on the thing that you can't do without and not to worry too much about every little detail until you've got the big things worked out. Otherwise, you just don't, it gets clumsy and cumbersome and you can't make it work. You've got to get the center of each scene to be solid before you worry about all the layers of detail and art, which are important. and will be there to the extent you can fit them. But there's only, it's like the set designer will furnish the entire room, and then you're only going to shoot a couple of angles, and most of the stuff is not going to be in the shot, and there's nothing they can do about it. It's part of the process. You need to create the world and animate it in your mind, and then you only see little slices of it. That's the game. Okay, and with that, I am going to stop for today because I'm tired. Thank you so much for these complimentary notes. I see in the chat. I hope this has been. I'm just going to put this up again so that I can. I accidentally resized your comments too small, so there we go. All right. Okay. See you tomorrow. I hope everyone has a great evening, and we'll pick this up and just keep getting pages. That's the game. Getting pages.